Like 11 rebounds for you tonight. You missed some jumpers to start the game, but you attacked the glass, attacked the rim. Just was that a conscious mindset from you?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think rebounding is going to be a big part of what I try to focus on throughout the playoffs. I think, when we out-rebound teams, we're pretty hard to beat, but the times we've been beat this season, we've been out-rebounded. You know, Yoke gets a lot of rebounds, so I told AG if he's not going to get it, me and you got to get it. So.
I think that was Jamal's first playoff game in more than 900 days. What did you think of him back out there?
He looks like Jamal. I told him the other day, I feel like he's better now than before his injury. I know he probably doesn't feel it, but just his all-around game, his awareness. He had like a year off where he just had to watch. So I just feel like his awareness and just the right place he's making the assists, like being able to play a true point guard for our team and knowing the guys around him, where to get him open. I think me and him both struggled shooting for part of the game, but he still had a huge game, you know what I mean?
When you get a big play like that, the big dunk you had, does that give you energy to shoot better from the outside? Does one thing lead to another once you can just sort of build that confidence?
I think no matter like how it goes to the hoop, getting an easy bucket boosts just your rhythm of the game, you know. Sometimes hard to get one from the outside, but when you see an easy one go on, a free throw go in, it definitely helps.
What's the most important reason why you guys held them to 80 tonight?
I think we just play great team defense. I think there's talented dudes over there, and we made their night pretty inefficient. We stuck to our game plan, you know what I mean? So shots that we're getting were tough shots. And I think Yoke did a great job around the rim. AG and Jet did a great job on Cat, so it was a full team effort.
Obviously, a lot's been made about Jamal's return to the postseason stage, but you missed last year's playoffs as well. So how fun was it for you tonight just to be back on the stage?
Yeah, definitely. There was definitely a lot of nerves for all of us. I feel like in the first half, some of my shots weren't falling and normally go in, but it was just good to get out there, and we impacted the game in other ways. So it definitely was fun to get out there, get that first game out the way, and build from here.
Mike, KCP could be like the fifth option at times in that starting lineup, but he's got the championship pedigree and comes out and does what he does tonight. How important is he as just kind of, the glue and playing his role alongside everybody else in that starting five?
Yeah, I don't think there's another dude that you could put along us four dudes, me, Aaron, Jamal, and Yoke, that would mold better with us, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter if he gets 12 shots that night, 4 shots that night, he's going to still play the right way. He's going to make the extra pass. He's going to play defense. So I think he's just a very mature player. He's definitely a key part of our team.
Mike, once you get the first playoff game out of the way, the rest of the games just feel like games, or they always feel like playoff games? You always had that sort of excitement?
Nah, it's definitely a different feel in the regular season games. But, the crowd has a big part to play, but then as the series goes on, things get tighter, teams know each other's plays more, make adjustments. So it's good to get the first one out the way, but it definitely still feels like intense every game.
Mike, you hit that three in the third quarter and fouled you. You're on the ground. Joker kind of fist bumps and then runs over and picks you up. How much support have you felt from Joker and Jamal as you guys have built more chemistry and logged more minutes together?
Yeah, I definitely think it's been a work in progress. But I feel the support from those dudes, and they got my support as well. So I just think when I first got drafted in our first couple seasons, I was just a new guy on the team. You know what I mean? So I just feel like as the seasons go on, we just kind of have grown together.
Malone said that his favorite play of yours tonight was the pass you made, the extra pass you made to KCP, and then for a transition three. I think it was late in the third quarter. Is that just something you've kind of noticed while you're out there, just that extra pass that you're able to make for those transition plays like that?
Yeah, I definitely could have shot it, but KCP had the better shot because he's in the corner. He shoots just as good as me. So he's going to make that extra pass to me, so I got to return the favor and make it to him, for sure.
Going back to KCP, how much do you and the team value his voice in huddles and just what he brings on the floor?
Yeah, I think him, just the older guys on our team, him, DJ, Jeff, Ish, Reggie, we just got a group of dudes that are just, I think it's really amazing how positive they are and just how much wisdom and knowledge they bring to our team. So we appreciate all those guys.
When you got a rookie like Christian that's not scared to go at a veteran like Kyle Anderson, who's really respected the league, that's got to boost you guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's always been like that. You know, he grew up in the same area as me. He grew up in Kansas City, so it was down the highway. But so I've known him for a while. He's always been that player, like with that fire. He did it at Kansas, so that's just him. Yeah, so I mean, that was. He's not gonna back down from anyone.
Is he one of those guys you hate to play against, but you love when he's on your team?
I mean, he's not gonna do anything dirty or anything. He's just a hard playing guy. He's not gonna back down from anyone. So, yeah.
Mike, in the preseason, I think you mentioned that you and Jamal got closer last year, just sitting on the bench watching games together. Did any of that pay off in like more on-court chemistry, or does it feel the same as it did prior?
No, I think so. I think he's specifically looking for me, even if I'm not making shots. He's still gonna try to get me involved. You know what I mean? So I think that has grown for sure. I feel like he's definitely been looking for me more, and I appreciate that. And I think our time off of the court, when we were both rehabbing, probably had a part to play in just how close we are.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.